G'day viewers, oh hallelujah, finally! Look what turned up in the mail. I thought this was long gone. The Kinter has arrived. There you go, it arrived, intact. A little slow and sluggish, but at least it's intact. I've also, yeah, that's kind of cool. Little thing on the left. Got a USB 3 upgrade on this thing. PCI USB 3 card, and I put a multimedia dashboard in this thing because I pissed that bloody card reader off. There's no point having it if it doesn't work, so I pissed it off and left the SSD behind there, and I put this all set up. They all USB ports work, card reader all works, even got a Molex power connector. The solders don't work because I haven't got any spare solder connections on the motherboard, they've already all been taken. They all work, but this configures the motherboard, so I've got to set the audio drivers to unmute by default. They keep muting the rear speakers by default when I plug this in, even though this is plugged into the same header. This was plugged in. Anyway, I thought that was easy to sort out. To get used to these, and possibly put this in if we really need to. It's a metal one too. Oh, because I really need to put that in there because this one is going to be plugging onto that anyway, so that'd be a good spare for another PC upgrade. Maybe the office computer. I'll get another one of these eventually for the office computer and put USB 3 on it. Anyway, I'll wrap this in. That'll get me USB 3 on this machine. She's all fully set up. I got a solder power connector somewhere too. Because only spare I got. I think the only spare I got is a Molex. It all works. USB 3 is all set up and working on this machine. Beautiful. Then we've got 2 spare ports in the back. Yeah, you've got to have USB 3. And that's it. That's all the PCI Express on this motherboard taken up, except for that bottom one. I could put I could probably buy an extra SATA controller PCI card. I can have more SATA hard drives in this if I wish to. But that power supply is too limited. It only has a limited number of only has 2 SATAs and a Molex. That's it. So it's only a small not many devices, so to speak, power supply. There we are. I've had a jammed cardboard in here because these things flopped around like crazy. That fixed it. Driver's all installed, which is all set up ready to go. Beautiful. Yeah, for some reason it keeps thinking it ties the headphones to the front panel. I don't want that because this is already front panel header. It was on here before and everything was working fine before when I plugged it in. Now this new dash hub confuses it for some reason. Probably because it's an externally powered device and the motherboard is thinking that's using that by default. But anyway, I've managed to change it so it uses this now. Advanced settings as an input device. Mute the rear output device. See, it did this by default when I installed this. Make front and rear output device will play 2 different audio streams simultaneously. Anyway, it's all working good now. Anyway, let's put it back together and she's done. Not sure what that power connector's for, but I think that's just for charging. But that's for the yellow USB ports for. That might be just for extra power or something. Some need power and some don't. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.